Desde que te extrañe y quiera volver a empezar, pero es que en mi mente ya te quiero olvidar. Hace que te quiera, pero la realidad ya tú estás con otro y me dolió de verdad. Hace que te extrañe y quiera volver a empezar, pero es que en mi mente ya te...
Good morning YouTube. So the day has finally arrived. The bonnet is on. Duct tape, I'm sure you guys can guess. This episode will be welding, exhaust, intercooler piping, and then maybe start up if I'll feel like surprising you guys. But yeah, enjoy. We're about to tow the car.
Emotions run. Emotions running free. Emotions run. Someone don't listen. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Emotions run. Someone don't listen. Emotions running free. Emotions run. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Someone don't listen. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Emotions run. Someone don't listen. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Emotions run. Someone don't listen.
Sorry guys. So we towed the car to Nazir. That's the car. I'm going to show you guys what he has done so far. Sorry about the lighting in the workshop. Not sure how he welds in this, but you can see. Okay, so this is the rear box that we got. We went to the 160mm diameter and it's 76mm here. We're going 76mm right through from the turbo downpipe all the way through. This is the lovely intake side of the intercooler. One size fits all. And then at the bottom is the turbo side. So it runs like this all the way, and it comes back up into the original piping. There's a rubber piece on that side. I've decided to go that way because I didn't want it running over here anyway because of the inlet for the turbo, which I'll show you guys shortly. But that's how we're running it. He's going to make a couple of brackets over there and mount it so that it's solid and it doesn't move. Mount it to the motor, there is mounting places. And in the inlet, so the inlet will be 76mm as well. I'm not sure if you remember the silicone inlet that I cut up. We use that. I got the reducer. There's a reducer over there. And in this will be mounted like this. It'll sit like that. You'll just make that little bend up there and then that's where the filter will sit. I was too minded about the filter sitting directly behind the radiator, but I was told that it shouldn't be a problem. The air gets hot going through the turbo anyway, and then gets cooled going through the intercooler. With regards to the intercooler, so that's how our intercooler will sit behind the bumper. It will be mounted, it's kind of loose right now, it will be mounted. If you put the radiator back, it will sit flush against there. Yeah, this was a concern for me, but it should get sufficient cooling from the other positions. So yeah, just thought I'll give you guys a little bit of an update on how far the car is and its welding. But let's just go back to this one more time. Look at this. Check that. That's like wild art, honestly. Alright, so we're back on episode 21. You guys saw previous clips of towing the car to Nazir and so forth, taking the car there so that he could do his work. So I thought before I carry on the episode, let me give you guys a bit of an explanation. So after taking the car to TheWelderman, he got going. Intercooler piping was first, inlet after mounting of the intercooler, making the brackets, got that. Bear in mind, the TheWelderman is a small business. He's not a big business as Powerflow. As a friend, I told him, look, if other people come with urgent jobs and you get busy, do that first, get it out, make sure that you finish those jobs and you can concentrate on mine on the side. Obviously, not thinking that he would get extremely busy, he got extremely busy. Carried on, completed a couple of jobs, and then he came to my job, which was the next step of the welding process was building the downpipe. I sold my previous downpipe from the Mark IV, and when I did make a downpipe by Nazir for the Mark IV, we had the original flange. I couldn't find a flange anywhere. Like, this person in Joburg said they're waiting on stock, and then Powerflow sent me to Mr. Turbo, Mr. Turbo sent me to Flat 4 sent me to Fury sent me to Profit sent me to a CNC company which refused to use a file from another company. They wanted to make a file up on my file, which I think is just a money-making scheme because they charge you a makeup fee. With the makeup fee, you need to pay for them to cut the flange. And then they told me it's going to take 2 weeks. I was like, no ways. Then Nazir actually opted to make the flange himself, got the metal 8mm sheeting, went to look for a hole saw. The hole saw was about, I think, between 600 and 800 depending on which one you buy. And I found that absolutely ridiculous to pay for something you're only going to use maybe once or twice a year. It's not something you need right now. So I said, okay, hold on. A buddy of mine, Nathan, he helped me. He gave me quite a few things on his build. I think I got the blank off for the speed sensor from him. And then in turn swapped it for the speed sensor. The KO4001 comes from him. He's going big turbo, so I realized he might still have a downpipe. If not, I asked him, where's the flange? He did have a downpipe. I had to wait a bit to get it from him and drive to the end of the earth to go fetch it. Got it, dropped it off by Nazir, and he got going. Started on the downpipe, which was initially supposed to be 63mm. In my free time, I did some research, asked a few questions, asked a few people, and 63mm was ideal, but for future proofing, it wasn't going to work because if you do any upgrades, bigger turbo, so forth, you might going to be wanting to upgrade that downpipe. So I opted to go for the 76. Bear in mind that the car went to Nazir only for intercooler piping and downpipe. When I went 76, made a deal with TheWelderman and we decided we're going to do the whole exhaust. Do it one time, get it done. I was initially going to go to like a Powerflow or Profit to decided we're going to do the exhaust. Now, so you carry on with the downpipe. So we're going to go 76mm downpipe, normal exhaust flange, 3 bolt flanges, 63mm exhaust, 1 box, 1 round rear box at the back. I didn't change my mind. Again, I wanted V-band clamps. I wanted 76mm right through. I didn't want to change the diameter of the piping. So that kind of played a different ball game because 76mm is more than almost double the size of the standard exhaust. I'm not sure what the standard exhausting is, probably about 45. So that now changed it. And another thing, I didn't want to bend pipes. I wanted ready-made bends, pie cuts. I wanted the diameter to be the same right through from the downpipe all the way to the back, even the tailpiece. It couldn't have, because when they do bend stainless steel pipe, gas pipes, anything in a pipe bender, it changes the diameter on that bend. So you will probably go from like 76 to 65. I didn't want that. I wanted it to be like a mandrel bent exhaust. So in the clips or so, I did go with a De Graaf box. Back in the day when I was younger, De Graaf used to make the top exhaust. He was like probably the top manufacturer. So I wanted that exhaust. I wasn't really happy with the box, but I wanted something from him. Got the box, built the exhaust, and that took about 3 weeks, 4 weeks to do. Not Nazir's fault. You can do it in a much shorter time. I just opted for him to do it in his spare time. So yeah, I'm gonna play you guys some clips of his work. I will let you guys see Nazir doing his job.
Emotions running free. Emotions run. Emotions running free. Emotions run. Someone don't listen. Emotions running free.
Okay, so you guys saw the downpipe that Nazir made in the previous clip. I decided I'm gonna heat wrap it. Just because I'll show you shortly, I'll show you very soon as to why I heat wrap the downpipe. It is extremely close to my steering rack, bush or grommet or cover. So yeah, ignore this, but yeah, this is it.
Emotions run. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Someone don't listen. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Emotions running free. Emotions run. Someone don't listen.
Nee. Did he even build the circle, the square circle himself?
Huh?
Did he put the square circle together himself also?
Yeah,
I mean the square squares with the square circle. Oh, you just the square circle. The square circle. What? Check how solid this pipe is. Oh, fucking God. What to sleep.
Desde que te extrañe quiero volver a empezar, pero es que en mi mente ya te quiero hace que te quiera, pero la realidad ya tú estás con otro y me dolió de verdad. Yo de verdad hace que te extrañe y quiera volver a empezar, pero que en mi mente ya te quiero olvidar. Hace que te quiera, pero la realidad ya tú estás con otro y me dolió de verdad. Hace que te extrañe y quiera volver a empezar, pero que en mi mente ya te quiero olvidar. Hace que te quiera, pero la realidad ya tú estás con otro y me dolió de verdad.
So yeah, guys, you saw the work that was done on the car in the previous clips at the Welderman. But it's a while you saw that. How was it jams? I mean, like, yo, I found that non-copyright songs, and I was like, wow, this is just life. So yeah, Nazir's welding. First topic would be Nazir's welding. I am highly impressed. I'm highly impressed by his skills, his ability to build a puzzle when it comes to tubing. So yeah, you heard me say 76 mil downpipe, 76 mil exhaust, one rear box, 160 mil diameter rear box, and then a tailpiece coming out at an angle. I'll show you guys that shortly. That's complete. So let's just go over. Welderman. Welderman done. And then, unfortunately, guys, in this video, I know I said in the beginning, hopefully I'll surprise you guys at the startup. It's not happening. There's still a few things I do need to do. I haven't finished the wiring number one because I didn't have the car in my possession. So that needs to be done ASAP. I'm trying to sort it out. But yeah, so the main part is out of the way. The part that I can't do myself, and that's the exhaust. But so yeah, let me show you guys how everything looks and how everything works. Okay, so let's start off in front. Just a brief explanation because I've shown you guys this and explained it countless times. From the throttle body to the intercooler, that pipe runs like that. And on this end, from the other side of the intercooler, I would call it the inlet. The pipe runs underneath the car. I showed you guys how stable that is. And it goes that way and up. God, I'm not sure if I can get in here. Well, yeah, so that's how close it is to the drive shaft. Up and then into here. So I need a clamp here. And then what else did I do? The inlet, I'll show you guys that. Let me get that quick. So this is the inlet. I'm sure I showed you guys this before. I asked him to put some branding on it. So sexy. And then that will be the diverter valve. I'm running the original diverter valve. The car is tuned MAFless, but I just feel I want to keep it as original as possible. Filter will go on that end. I got a K&N filter. I'm sure you saw it in the previous videos. And then the setup, like I said, would be MAFless, original diverter valve, original N75, boost control valve. As it was in the Mark IV, I'm not planning on changing anything. It's very, very difficult to get in here and show you the downpipe, but that's how close we are, and that's why I had to wrap it. I had to wrap the downpipe, like it's extremely close. I suppose the repercussions of my own actions because I wanted such a big exhaust. But yeah, this is where we're at. So there's still a lot to do. I wanted to bring the car home so I can sort the wiring out, swing it, make sure it starts, and put it off. Then I can carry on with the plumbing, with the cooling system. There is a few changes I would like to make, but it takes a lot. I'm gonna have to strip everything again. But just let me show you this. So this is a vacuum line for the brake booster. I made my own one up and I think it came out so wonderful. I used the original pipe, obviously, and I just bent it. This I would like to get rid of. So I don't have to have this blank off here, but it will do for the meantime. Yeah, so that's where the inlet, the stainless steel inlet will go into this rubber piece. It's solid, it's fast. That's the one I cut up. This is your diverter valve. There's the N75 valve. Yeah, this is the main reason as to why I'm wanting to do edits to the cooling system. Not happy with that. So I can't really get to the exhaust today, guys. Like, I'm not planning on jacking the car up today, but I am planning on taking the car to a place that has a lift. Hopefully, J2 will have a lift available so that I can check everything from underneath the car. But that's when it's going to be driving, not tuned, but driving. So you guys will be able to showcase your exhaust in the future episode. But for now, just it was done exceptionally well. Just keep that in mind. Trust what I'm saying. It was done exceptionally well. Okay, then this is this boot lid. Haven't seen it in a long time, but it needs to go. Winter it needs to go. It leaks. I do have one. I need to find it at my panel beater. But this is the rear, so that's exactly how the pipe is going to be sitting at a slight slant. I have come to realization that it might be a bit of a problem. It might be, but we're maybe going to change it water-wise. I washed the car and I see some water sitting in there, but let's just see how it goes. I wanted it like this, and I did consider it, but I didn't consider it, especially with rain. But if you look at it from this angle, when it rains, it does not really wouldn't get in there. But let's see how it goes. It's not a train smash. We can change it at a later stage. So just get under here. Let me show you how. That's our rear box. So the graph box. That's what it looks like. That's the pipe that we made to get the angle I wanted. You can see over there the exhaust is sitting a little bit low, but it shouldn't affect anything. It should be good. I am planning on raising the car a little bit because it just doesn't drive nice low. The plan is to build a driver's car and not a looker's car. Check the rust under here. It's terrible. All surface rust, but I am planning on sorting that out at a later stage. So yeah, guys, this episode 21. Can't believe it's 21 episodes in this bowl so far. Episode 21 is coming to an end. There was a little things I wanted to do on camera, but I don't want to make the video too long, so I am going to be saying bye for this episode. And I'm also going to be saying shout out number one, J2 as per usual. Shout out number two, Andrew. And then the latest and the greatest shout out, Nazir at TheWelderman. I'll put his details on the screen. He's based in Schaapkraal. The man does exceptional work and he does it with pride. He does not take shortcuts. He gives you what he wants and he understands. His pricing is very decent, but also bear in mind you pay for quality, so it's not the cheapest you're going to get. But yeah, so for this episode, I'm gonna be peacing out. And I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying building this car. The exciting times is about to hit full on now. Like, I can't sleep at night. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow the content. If you haven't liked and subscribed, just give a like. It costs you nothing. And it supports me. The support means the whole world to me. But until the next one, peace out. I'll catch you guys on the startup video.